So +1 if next to a plant. Actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and just try and make this dangerous as well. Let's go ahead and move you over here because we're going to make you a rattlesnake. We're going to put some other little animals right by here because we want tech and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and drop some tasty minerals here, because for each mineral you get +5 wealth, +10 tech. So let's see here. So here's our normal animals. Goats, which they get bonus if they can graze on plants, which is good. Or armadillos, food and wealth, and give more food if they can mine through tunnels. So let's hear, that's a hunt aspect. Do we have the hunt aspect? Not until we get Desert Ambassador. So we'll see. It could be that I may not be able to unlock some of this stuff just yet. I think I should be able to. Let's hear. So goat if they're next to plants. I may need to put this on a mineral though, so the more important thing is we're going to try. Let's see the rattlesnake. I haven't really done that here too much. So rattlesnake, there's your wealth, and I'm hearing the war music and I don't like that. So 3 greed, no greed, 1 greed. Okay, that's just background music. 2 greed, no greed, no greed. So Ship and Wrath, 3 greed, but you're in constant danger. So they're strong and they have strong defenses, which is good in case anyone else gets bad ideas. But yeah, we're going to have to find some ways to buff your technology. And it may be that I just have to put some herbs there and figure it out, because I do have some good growth aspects. But we'll get back to that. So we're getting a lot of projects all of a sudden. So let's see here. What do we want? Lesser hunt or lesser herd? Well, I don't have the hunt aspect, so I guess it's going to be herding here for now. But they only give +1 wealth. So let's see here. Potent exotic aspect. So that's not terrible. Well, I'm going to lose my bonus if I do that, so that's kind of a wasted aspect, but I think we're going to be switching these guys out anyway. So we're going to put a few more minerals here. And this guy's going to give more food too, so let's just go ahead and up our wealth, because we'll get the other bonus that we need from that. So how's Castleborough doing? You need more tech. And how far to the border stretch? Not super far. So let's go ahead and put advanced minerals there, and we'll get that loaded up eventually. And now this town's in a little more danger. So that's good. Villagers busy defending, stops their greed growing, that's what we want. So, good for you. That's going to be building up pretty soon. So, tool shop, you all have the max, you all just got grow. Y'all are starting a barracks. So this is, oh god, so this is a barracks and they've got to go to war to make it happen. Alright. Now this is one of the slightly crappy parts of this, is that, hey, you build some good villages, but in order to win a war, that means they have to eradicate somebody else. Or they have to get invaded by somebody, one or the other. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this barracks to work. I'm building kind of a peaceful world, but maybe I can pump this up pretty well and get you guys a little cocky. So let's see, we got strawberry and blueberry. if I've changed all of these to apple trees, yeah, I haven't unlocked everything yet, but this is a massive town here. So let's see, we got chickens. We've got rabbits that I can add on, but if I do just plants, if I just switch this all out for plants, I'm getting a lot of tech here. The tech is from plants. And we get defenders of the woods, food, and first, second, third natural sources on the borders of the following. So, apple, pear, tree. So yeah, we've got to redo some of this, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and just plant a new thing there. And all we're going to do is just do a whole row of trees. And alchemist. Let's go ahead and move the okay, swamp ambassador. Who did I say wanted the swamp ambassador? Was it you? The toxic aspect's pretty good. But I want the reaction aspect, I think. Yeah, because I want to be able to upgrade these. And if I can get the reaction aspect, that's going to come from a forest ambassador, which I should be able to get from here. If I can goad them to go to war. Actually, what I want to do first is do a predator aspect here, and we'll kind of walk across the world to do that. So let's see, we want mackerel there, and we want more mackerel down here, because it's actually in the town borders now. Desert ambassador. So there we go, 2 ambassadors all at once. Hunt aspect. We do want that. Noble aspect is good. Reaction aspect is pretty good. And monsoon is something I haven't had much use for yet. So let's see here. We have, what did we say? 2 ambassadors, a swamp ambassador. So we want the desert ambassador for you. But I'm gonna see. I don't need the hunt aspect yet. I'm going to have my forest giant finish that first. Swamp ambassador, higher priority perhaps, I don't know. Okay, so you've already got herd. And you've already got, yeah, you've already got some of the stuff. Migrate, migrate is an ability that I'm sure I could do better with, so. Toxic is pretty nice, but we're going to go reaction first, which means you get seismic, which can turn out pretty well. Because we can go ahead and upgrade these to salt, if we want. So let's try that. Let's try doing this with salt. Now let's see. That's currently not being used. And this is a thing that's going to want some tech, so just while we're driving by, yeah. How do I want to do this? I guess what I need to do is actually take you out. Who's starting a market? You're starting a market. You're going to need a lot of wealth for a market, at least one neighbor with 20 wealth. And let's see here, with animals in the borders. And we want to turn you guys into salt, which we can with the seismic aspect, so we'll be doing that momentarily. So let's see here, all you guys are focused over here. Where's our forest giant? Okay, you're where you need to be, so let's go ahead and focus on this. So there we go. I really hope I'm recording right now, or this is just going to be me playing for my benefit, which is okay. So it's your fruit aspect. Has a small cooldown, but nothing too terrible. Yeah, all we're going to do is just turn you all into happy, happy trees. Since you're, yeah, because it's plus 10 food or plus 8 food. So there we go, +8 food for each animal nest next to it. So that's interesting. Oh, it's the strawberries right next to each other. Interesting. Okay, well, you know, we'll just do it this way then. Looks like I'll have to reset one of these, but that's alright. So let's see here. Who's our desert ambassador going to? I believe it is going to you, sir, for the hunt aspect. Because we want to stop all this war. Good guy, y'all. What's it good for? Alright, so I think pretty soon we're going to have to start working on the tech here. Which now that we have, we're going to have... Do we have the reaction aspect yet? No. So we're going to have to see if we can do it with salt, perhaps, but we don't have that aspect either. So we may just have to herb this in just a little bit, or say, oops, the alchemist fails. Anyway, we got mackerel, mackerel, mackerel. What needs to happen here is we need to turn this into a predator, or using a hunt spec, but let's see here. Swamp guy's right there. Let's go ahead and put another exotic animal here. Go ahead and put a predator aspect on that. Fortunately, there's a very low cooldown for predator aspect. And now this town's in danger a little bit too, because these poison dart frogs are now iguanas. And this is a great copper. Interesting. Well, I guess that's because we have an opportunity. We can get lucky sometimes with how things upgrade. So this is a great copper, has slightly better stats. But what we want is a seismic aspect on this. And while we're doing that, we're going to just do a... Actually, yeah, well, we want to get the mackerel bonus as well. It's kind of a shame that the town border doesn't stretch all the way over there. But we're going to turn this into copper, and this is great copper. And it gets plus 25 if next to an animal nest, and I don't know... Okay, we gotta have 25 wealth in use to get that. I don't know why some of those exotic animals just disappeared on me. That's really weird. This game did just recently release, but it seems like there's still some bugs, which is okay. Sea bass. Look at that. Suddenly a lot more food. We actually need to have even more food for this place, though. So it's here. Warville, apparently. In order to get all of this in place, they need to have one war won. So we have to allow them to go to war. And to do that, I'm just going to need to keep upping all of this crap. So let's hear chicken. Or rabbits. Bleh. We don't have the hunt aspect yet, so... And I don't particularly want to give that to them, but within... If they have... Well, there's plenty of nature within the range here from these plants, so we could possibly do that. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade this to the apple tree. Let's go and pick up that desert ambassador. So you gotta trek all the way over here and all the way back. So we got a bunch of projects going on all at once. This one requires a war. Maybe I'll be able to get that because, yep, their greed's going up, so they're gonna go attack somebody. Probably this poor fishing village, but they'll make it. It's okay. It's for the greater good. Because I'm gonna put them in danger of themselves later on, so 71 wealth in use. Yep, there we go. So they just need to win one battle, and they're attacking Legion Dam. Where's Legion Dam? Oh, you poor forest fucks. you're gonna die. That's okay. Like I said, we need the hunt aspect in place here to kind of get these guys back down. So I'm going to do something I didn't do last time and actually look at this menu here. So Legion M actually has pretty decent defenses. But the thing is that they're not in any danger or threat, so Warville has some superior forces. And that means there's going to be another forced ambassador going around. And with that extra ambassador, I should be able to upgrade these. So because I'm going to be able to get a reaction aspect from this guy, so that's awesome. So I'm going to save the day and have all this. Alright, so how are you all doing? Pretty good. So we just want to keep you all in some danger. Okay, so symbiosis requires 25 wealth in use. That's not going to do a lot for me right now with that building next to it. Let's see here. Can I upgrade copper further? I can't. So we'll see if we can do anything with salt. But I'm not going to have that for a while, so let's just go ahead and upgrade this to copper. It's better than not having it upgraded. So what did I say I needed you to do? I need you to go over and not do that. You're going to get that aspect. So I think I just need to let this play out, because I got some time here. This is the Rose Petal War. Just interesting because it's in the woods and these guys are just going to be marching on by. This is what combat looks like. It's all these stupid humans doing things that are automated. And you all are actually not going to finish your project in time, but you also want something that has a plantation with 4 plants, and that's not something I'm really trying to do here. So blueberry to apple tree, that works. Because it's just I'm not going to have plants within the borders. I can't put plants over there. So guess what, Legion M, you get to be destroyed anyway. This is what war looks like. Boom, boom, boom. You can see the health of the town disappearing tremendously. And is it just me, or did Legion M actually succeed in defending? And these useless people are having to train a new army to go and try and do this again. So you suck, guys. And we have another nomad who's wandering the earth. It's going to be interesting to see where he settles, because there's not a ton of room to settle. Alright, so while you all are trying to blow up shit, so what do we need to do to get your wealth up? We need to get a, how do we get this? Forced ambassadors for the crystal aspect. Interesting. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is essentially go and... yeah, I'll figure out a strategy here, but I'm going to go ahead and transition some of this into something a little better. We want to upgrade these to salt. So if our dude isn't busy, it doesn't look like he is at the moment. Let's go ahead and Predator right here. Man, that's weird. That war just ended like that. So you are not getting greed anymore. Let's go ahead and add salt, because that's going to help you all tremendously. And I don't want you all I don't want Fort Port getting knocked out. You all's greed is not increasing right now, so I can actually probably afford to expand some of this as well. And I can just do the same thing here and put you all a little bit more in danger, but I want to see what their Alchemistan looks like. we need one of our forest projects to fucking finish. 'Cause I'm running out of time. So there we go, these guys are getting all excited. Like, hey guys, we're going to war. I guess if you're not doing a lot, we can go ahead and plant some plants. Because what do we need to have? 4 plants here. You all have a lot of prosperity right now, which is cool. So you all getting so much from that one building. But y'all don't have a lot of time to win another war, so y'all gotta train up some stuff. So I don't like these guys' greed getting so big. I don't even think I have the toxic aspect right now. I'm pretty sure I don't. So let's see. Blueberries. And you actually need to have a lot of food in place. So we have a strawberry tree that's there. So we're going to do blueberry, strawberry, and then put an animal about there. Yeah. I'm going to make this work, I promise. So there's nothing there. So I had it right the first time. So, chicken. So, are you all actually going to complete this first? Well, it's a forest. Place one way or the other. Let's go ahead and plant a plant here. Yeah. Good stuff. And fruit aspect, that bitch. Yeah, look at my badass language. So plus 20 food. There we go. That is how you do that. 37 and 34. Jesus Christ. That must be great blueberry, great apple. Wow, so I am... Warville is attacking Legadam again, so... If you can win this battle, we get that. Either way, we're going to be good. And whatever force place sets up here next is going to be pretty well set for what they try and do. So let's try this again. Meanwhile, Castleborough is starting to build a geologist, which is good because we're actually pretty close to having the requirements for that already, except for 3 mountain patches and at least 3 mines. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get 3 mountain patches in right here next to you guys without turning you into a desert. So. Looks like you all are not getting a geologist until you all expand your borders quite a bit. So that nomad's going to be able to pick up the pieces for whatever stuff settles down here. We're going to get back to that war in just a moment. Okay. Don't know why I can't size... Oh, because I already seismic aspect. So that was my problem before. I was just looking to say, hey, why doesn't this work? That's why. So we got 10 food and 10 tech in use. So we're going to have 9 and 14 food. And that's for salt. Which we can increase to onyx, but we have to get the crystal aspect. We have to get it potent style. So this place just wants wealth. That's it. And wealth's going to increase for each non-salt next to it, so kind of not the best use of all the salts here. So I am actually going to, because we don't need 2 salts. Let's just go ahead and change this because well, how much does this project need? I'm getting a lot of bonus from salt. Oh, I know what I should have done. Alright, well, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put a third precious minerals here. We're going to change it into salt. Let's go check the war update first. The Can War. I find these war names pretty funny, I'm sorry. Where is our battle taking place, or is it already finished? Y'all are going over here. March, march, march. I think this is going to end pretty poorly for this town as well, because they're growing substantially. And how do you not have at least 4 plants in your borders? 1, 2. Ah. Can't I just drop a plant? No, I can't drop a plant over there. Let's see, how many plants in your borders? 1 plant, 2 plants, 3 plants. Well, you know what? I'm going to drop a plant right on this chicken and finish this project. There we go, so forced ambassador just as the town's getting possibly destroyed. Let's see, can you all defend it? This is pretty crazy, as this ambassador's like, what are we doing? What are we doing, guys? So reaction aspect. Yeah, because the crystal aspect's good, but we'll be able to probably get that momentarily. So that's here. Is Legodam gonna die? I was rooting for you guys. It looks like the war's over. It looks like you guys who really want to finish your barracks, you all just got to man up, I guess. Because you have to win a war, and if that means you have to go across the pond to this place, you might be in trouble. So let's go ahead and get this back up. Because now that we're getting the reaction aspect, we can upgrade to copper and be in good shape. And you should actually be able to upgrade this on your own just fine. So let's see here. To get this, we're going to need a bunch of tech. And copper gives a massive tech bonus when there's animals next to it. So I don't think I can get all of it that I need. And we are currently getting 1 different of each of these: iron, copper, phosphorus, or aluminum. Marble is not among them. Neither salt, so don't know what's going to happen there. Probably going to be able to get enough tech anyway. So let's see here. Your market, how's that going? Okay, so we got to get salt. And we got to get topaz. Or something. Let's go ahead and seismic this first. So we have 3 salts next to each other. And that's 90. That's actually going to be enough to get that. This project's running out of time. I can't really help you all there. So what I actually gained what I needed by dropping like a precious mineral there instead. Or an advanced mineral. Probably not. When I could just upgrade this to one of these 2. Do you have the exotic one? Yeah, you do. Let's go. Let's try using the exotic. I actually have never upgraded to an armadillo before. So if you can go through minerals, you're gonna be a happy camper. Alright, so while we're over here upgrading you to copper, notice how far our tech just suddenly went up. And I guess iron's just another resource that we're not going to have here. So let's see here. Symbiosis plus 15 wealth, plus 10 tech if next to an animal. So I guess it's pretty obvious what we're going to need to do here is switch one of these to an exotic, and switch one of these to a... Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to switch this to the exotic because we want to give this place more danger. Not too much danger, We're just going to do this one more time over here. We're going to have 2 coppers next to it. And let's see, so let's go ahead and upgrade you to Predator, and let's upgrade you to this part. So, okay, so village is struggling to stay alive, so we put too many predators there. Alright. Oh shit.